Congress is broken, and I'd like to help fix it. I'm running for Congress to help restore it to its core priorities: a strong national defense, secure borders, and freeing the economy from taxes, mandates, and overregulation. I grew up in Hillsborough, about 28 miles to the west here, same town as my parents, same town as my grandparents. Went to school up at Dartmouth College, where, being a conservative, I was forced to temper and defend my conservative beliefs. Really helped define why I'm a Republican and why I'm a conservative. At the local level, I've seen how government works well. As a local reporter here in New Hampshire, I attended school board meetings, selectmen's meetings, and town meeting, the last form of pure democracy in New Hampshire tradition. And I've worked with community groups to support local charities over the years. At the State House in Concord, I worked with some extraordinary men and women who put their name on the ballot for the right reasons. Not for the power or the glory or even the $100 a year, but from the honest belief that they could help their community and represent them in Concord. As an aside, my favorite rule from my time at the State House is the House rule that no bill can be put in a drawer or killed in committee or simply ignored. It has to go to the House floor, where a handful of our 400 state representatives can insist on a roll call vote. No idea in New Hampshire can be ignored until every member of the legislature has at least a chance to debate it. That's obviously not the case in Washington. That's the kind of value I want to bring down to Washington, even if we can't get that rule passed. For the past 5 years, I've had the honor of working for Senator John Sununu, a man who has had no problem standing up to leadership, whether it be Democratic leadership or Republican leadership. He is not afraid to take tough stands, and he needs some reinforcements. During the last 5 years, I've also seen a Republican Congress lose its way in a maze of secret earmarks and backroom deals. We've got a corrupt system now where they take your tax dollars and then try to use it to buy your votes. Paul Hode's campaigned against this system. He's now part and parcel of it. The Democratic Congress not only adopted every abuse of the previous Republican Congress, they've even invented a few new ones of their own. I think we can do better than that. We need to get Congress back to its core priorities. The first priority is national defense. We need a strong national defense. We are fighting an evil ideology whose goal is to bring a new dark age upon the world. We have to win. We can win. We will win if we give our troops the means and the mission to protect us. Paul Hode's had a chance to support our troops. He had a chance to vote on a clean spending bill. He decided to side with Nancy Pelosi and Jack Murtha, loaded up with hundreds of poor federal projects unrelated to our national defense. And he opposed every effort to strip those in the House. Fortunately, we had Senate Republicans that insisted on a clean military funding bill. Came back before the House and it passed. Paul Hode's voted against it. He was wrong. Congress has the easy job. Nobody's asking them to kick down a door or pacify a village or bring peace to an area that's seen violence for 1,000 years. We're asking them to provide the training, the equipment, and the oversight so that they can do their job. And Congress refuses to do that job. We have a surge now that's working in Iraq. The war is broader than Iraq, as I said. It's a global struggle. But in Iraq, for the past year, we've had a mission that's working. Paul Hode said it wouldn't work. He said it couldn't work. He said it was doomed to failure. And he was wrong. You can't secure the nation unless you secure the borders. There's a lot we can do to reform our immigration system. I'm happy to talk more about it. But none of that can happen. None of it. Until we restore the public's faith that Congress is serious about fixing immigration. Congress approved the border fence and has refused to fund it. Paul Hode's voted against funding. You know it's an election year because he took a field trip to San Diego and suddenly discovered an illegal immigration problem. He saw the fence on the San Diego-Tijuana border, the fence that has reduced violent crime and illegal immigration and drug traffic in downtown San Diego, the fence that's working. Same fence I saw last year when I was in San Diego. He saw that fence and his solution was a virtual fence along the rest of the border. Motion detectors and traffic cameras. He thinks it'll work. I think he's wrong, but we keep everybody happy. He wants a virtual fence. I want an actual fence. You can virtually vote for him and then actually vote for me. The final core priority of my campaign is freeing the economy from the overtaxation, excessive mandates, and overregulation that cripples economic growth and innovation. Congress has way too much to do with your everyday lives and your pocketbooks. We need less interference in the marketplace so that individuals and businesses can make decisions on their own and bring about new jobs. They passed a stimulus package. It's not, quite frankly, it's not the worst bill Congress has passed, but that's not saying a lot. It's going to help some people, but we can do a lot better. And if Congress wants to speed up the economy, before they try to put their foot on the gas, they should take their foot off the brake. And the economy will recover a whole lot faster once Congress stops trying to help. Part of the intervention in the economy that we're getting is because of these corrupt earmark practices. It wasn't Republicans or Democrats that started it on their own, it was both of them. And both parties have become addicted to earmarks. They are inherently corrupt. Paul Hode's campaigned on reforming them. We have not seen reform. I don't think we can reform an inherently corrupt system. I think we have to abolish it. And that's what I'll vote to do if you send me down to Congress. I believe in free speech, free markets, and free people. I relish the chance to defend these ideas on the stump. I'm looking forward to this campaign. I ask for your support, and I welcome your questions. Thank you very much.